England players and their behaviour after the international against Scotland, notably Wayne Rooney, and obviously Phil Jagielka was drawn into it as well. What's been your reaction to it? Has it been blown out of all proportion, or is it something you've had to speak about with Phil Jagielka? Is it something you don't condone?
No, I spoke, of course, but not only about this, but other aspects of football as well with Phil this morning. And okay, I think it's always, and the case of Rooney is not my problem, because he's not, he's Man United player, and Phil, yes, is Everton player. But okay, it wasn't that big problem for me with Phil. He was there, he had a drink, but okay, it's after the match, and the behavior of Phil was not bad. And of course, everybody needs to understand how dangerous is social media, and you need to show always to be an example for young people as a football professional. But that's my opinion in general. And with Phil, no problem. I spoke to him, and the rest is between him and I.
In general terms then, what do you make of that kind of reaction to something like that, when players are criticised for socialising in that kind of way?
Yeah, but okay, it's difficult. It happened 25 years ago, maybe more than it happened now. But there was no that kind of social media, and but okay, it's don't make that story too big.
Moving on, and obviously with regards to Romelu Lukaku, yourself have been quoted as regards his future. Today, Andrei Kanchelskis has been quoted about Lukaku saying if he wants to be the best, he needs to move to a big club at the end of the season. Is Everton a club that can match Romelu's ambition?
First of all, you had several headlines, the press about what I said about different questions. But okay, it's not to defend myself, because it's all about the headline you take out of the context. But of course, Romelu, what we like to show Romelu is that we are Everton, and that we grow, and that we will be bigger, and that we will fight for titles. And if you look now to Everton, if Everton stays on this level, of course, then it's not good that he finishes his career in Everton, because it's one of the best strikers, and he's still 23 years old. And even when he stays for more years, that's not bad for his career, because he's improving, he's learning, but of course, he's one of the better strikers that we have in the Premier League and maybe in Europe. And of course, there is a lot of interest in the player. And finally, it's the player needs to make the decision, and the club needs to make the decision to accept yes or not. But what I try to do is to keep Romelu so long as possible in the club.
Do you anticipate having a problem in the summer then? If Romelu...
Yeah, but okay, the problem in the summer is the problem for the summer. And of course we know that we need to prepare, but this for Romelu his position, but maybe also for different positions. And that's our job, what we need to do.
What would you say then that you feel you need to show, you possibly need to achieve this season to ensure it makes your job easier in convincing Romelu to stay beyond this season?
No, if he took the decision to stay because he had a good feeling what was happened from the start of this season. And if we show the team, the management, the club, the board, that we are growing and that we invest and that we improving and playing for Europe, that's the first step always for the ambition of players.
I suppose the next step as well is to show a reaction after the defeat to Chelsea.
Yes, of course, because that was unacceptable. You can lose, but not in the way how we lost. Even not against a strong Chelsea at that day. But we make it too easy for them. But I'm really optimistic that we will get a very good reaction on this Saturday.
Also, do you have to show a level of ambition in the transfer market with January around the corner? You've been linked with Memphis Depay and quoted on Memphis Depay as well. What is the situation with the
but first of all, it's What I don't like is okay. I got a question, but the player is Man United player. If there is any possibility, of course I'm interested, because I was already interested when I was the manager in Southampton, and that's not changed by 2 years ago. And the rest is, we need to wait, we need to prepare ourselves, and of course we will do some business in January.
But there's been no contact between the two clubs
No,
yet.
no.
In terms of the squad, how are you looking? Leighton Baines and James McCarthy?
Yeah, they are available for the weekend, yes.
And in terms of James McCarthy, just what you made of the criticism that has subsequently come again from Ireland, this time from Roy Keane, and is there a relationship between the two parties that needs to be repaired there?
No, I don't have relation. They defending the Irish national team, and I'm defending Everton. And the next international break is in March. It's time enough to focus on the Premier League, and in March we will see how the Irish national team is.
Ronald, in terms of that defeat against Chelsea, will it be a measure of the character and also the progress that you're making here at Everton, how your team reacts at the weekend?
First of all, it was a big step back what we show against Chelsea in every aspect of football, in intensity, in defending, in running, in quality on the ball, and that we need to improve. And of course we need to give a reaction, because that's not the team what I like to see. I hate losing, but we can lose a game. We're not that quality that we will win always, but it's about the way how you lose the game, and that was not the way what I like.
But for you, in how your team reacts, the mental capacity for the team to react as well, because at times last season when they lost games, they did struggle to create that sort of reaction, whereas things seem to have changed before that Chelsea game here this year.
Yeah, but it's always about the personality of the team, of the players. We play home, we are strong at home, and we have to show it again, and that it was what maybe happen one day, but not more, and that we need to show. It's difficult because the players, not everybody is already back, but what I saw today was really that they understand the disappointment, what happened after Chelsea.
Looking ahead to Swansea then, they're still without a win under their new manager. Does that make them more dangerous opponents?
Yeah, it's a good team, and it's a team what like to play football, from the back. I can understand it's difficult, because changing managers is also difficult for the players. Maybe new ideas, a new way of system. The new manager needs time to understand the qualities, to know what is the best team for me, and that's always difficult. And we are too fast in changing managers, because that's not always the solution to get better results.
Have you seen a difference in Swansea's approach under Bob Bradley? Have you noticed much difference?
No, it's difficult. It's because if you analyze the last match against Man United, they play out of a 4-4-2 system in the first half. He changed, and it was the normal 4-3-2-3-1 system in the second half, and that was maybe a little bit more comfortable, what I thought about analysing Swansea.
And just a question on Ashley Williams. He's coming up against his old team for the first time. As he talked about the way he feels about facing his old side, it will be an emotional occasion for him, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's always special for players. He played a long time in Swansea. He was really important. He was the captain. Of course, he has a lot of respect. And he can give some good info about Swansea. But okay, he's now Everton player. I'm happy that we have Saturday in a blue shirt and not in the white shirt.
Ronald, you've seen that all 20 Premier League clubs are discussing safe standing, possibly, somewhere in the future. I wonder if you had any thoughts on that at stadiums.
Safe standing?
You know, it's in England, in the top division, it's all seater stadiums. I wonder if they're all 20 Premier League clubs are looking at the possibility of safe standing sections.
We not. No.
That's
You have to answer.
Something we're not considering, Ollie.
I
You'd have to
understand the
ask the club.
sensitivities
Yeah,
in the
you'd have
city,
to ask the club
obviously,
about
yeah.
I did not follow this.
Because obviously you see it around Europe, you know, in the Bundesliga, Celtic have a 2,000 safe standing section. I was just wondering if that's anything you'd experienced on your travels and whether it seems to be working.
Yeah, but okay. Always when we play away, I think it's really safe, or not?
Yeah, Ollie, as a club, we're not considering it. Thank you.
Saw that Tyus Browning's been playing back to the under-23s. Is there anything else that you might feature in the
No, that's too soon. He was out for more than 10 months. He needs to play several games in under 23 and then 90 minutes. He still not play 90 minutes in the under 23 and then, but it's a long time out. And you need time to come back at your level, and that's including several games in under 23 to get really 90 minutes.
Okay, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.